Welcome to Motivemestory, where the wisdom of the ages meets the challenges of today. In this video, we delve into the life and legacy of Marcus Tullius Cicero, an eminent Roman statesman, orator, and philosopher. Cicero, renowned for his eloquence and profound wisdom, significantly influenced Western thought and rhetoric. His speeches and writings, rich in philosophical and political insights, have left a lasting impact on literature and public discourse. Cicero's mastery of language and his commitment to the Roman Republic made him a pivotal figure in an era of political turmoil. His works, encompassing ethics, politics, and philosophy, continue to resonate with modern audiences, offering timeless wisdom on justice, duty, and the human condition. Join us as we explore 30 of Cicero's most impactful quotes and their relevance in today's world, from the intricacies of governance to the pursuit of personal virtue. A room without books is like a body without a soul. Cicero, an esteemed figure in Roman history, championed the importance of education and wisdom. His life was steeped in literature, which he saw as vital to personal and civic virtue. Cicero's comparison elegantly illustrates the indispensable role of books in human life. He perceived books as the soul of a room, symbolizing the enrichment and depth they bring to our existence. In our current digital era, Cicero's words remind us of the timeless value of physical books. Amidst the noise of ephemeral content, books stand as a bastion of depth and reflection. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Cicero saw wisdom and nature as fundamental pillars of a fulfilled life. His love for literature and nature's tranquility reflects in this quote. This quote celebrates the simple yet profound joys of life, knowledge, and nature. A library represents endless learning, while a garden signifies the beauty of the natural world. In an era of materialism and constant distraction, this quote reminds us of the essential pleasures that bring contentment and balance to our lives. 6 mistakes mankind keeps making century after century. Believing that personal gain is made by crushing others, worrying about things that cannot be changed or corrected, insisting that a thing is impossible because we cannot accomplish it, refusing to set aside trivial preferences, neglecting development and refinement of the mind, attempting to compel others to believe and live as we do. Cicero observed human behavior and societal patterns with a critical eye, documenting timeless errors repeated across generations. This quote exposes the recurring flaws in human nature and society: greed, worry, limiting beliefs, pettiness, intellectual neglect, and imposing beliefs on others. Today, these observations serve as a cautionary tale, urging us to reflect on our actions and beliefs to build a more enlightened and compassionate society. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is the worth of human life, unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history? Cicero, valuing historical awareness, believed that understanding the past is crucial for personal growth and societal development. This quote highlights the importance of historical knowledge in shaping our identity and wisdom. It implies that maturity involves a deep connection with the past. In an age of rapid change, this wisdom reminds us to root our present in the lessons and experiences of our ancestors, enriching our perspective on life. In times of war, the law falls silent. Silent enim leges inter arma. Cicero observed the impact of war on society, noting how legal norms and justice often get overshadowed during conflicts. This statement reflects the harsh reality that in times of war, the principles of law and justice can be neglected, overshadowed by the immediacy of conflict. Today, it serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of upholding justice and legal principles, even in the most challenging circumstances. Read at every weight, read at all hours, read within leisure, read in times of labor, read as one goes in, read as one goeth out. The task of the educated mind is simply put, read to lead. Cicero championed continuous learning and saw reading as a fundamental tool for personal growth and leadership. This quote advocates for the perpetual pursuit of knowledge through reading, emphasizing its role in cultivating a leader's mind. In our era of information overload, this advice remains pertinent, underscoring the value of continuous learning and critical thinking in leading effectively. If we are not ashamed to think it, we should not be ashamed to say it. Cicero, known for his eloquence and frankness, believed in the integrity of thought and speech. This quote emphasizes the congruence between thought and expression, advocating for honesty and transparency in communication. It encourages us to embrace authenticity in our communication, reminding us that true integrity lies in aligning our words with our thoughts. Non nobis solum nati sumus. Not for ourselves alone are we born. Cicero, a philosopher deeply engaged in social and political life, emphasized the importance of community and societal responsibilities. This quote reflects the idea that we are part of a larger community and have obligations beyond our personal interests. It resonates today as a reminder of our interconnectedness and the need for empathy and altruism in our modern society. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joys and dividing our grief. Cicero, renowned for his insights on human relationships, valued friendship as a cornerstone of a fulfilling life. This quote celebrates the transformative power of friendship in enhancing our joy and mitigating our sorrows. In our current world, it serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of nurturing deep, meaningful relationships for emotional well-being. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Cicero, who often pondered on moral virtues, saw gratitude as fundamental to ethical living and the cultivation of other virtues. This quote underscores gratitude as the foundation upon which other virtues are built, highlighting its centrality in moral philosophy. It remains relevant today, reminding us that acknowledging and appreciating the good in our lives is essential for fostering a positive and virtuous society. For there is but one essential justice which cements society, and one law which establishes this justice. This law is right reason, which is the true rule of all commandments and prohibitions. Whoever neglects this law, whether written or unwritten, is necessarily unjust and wicked. Cicero, a proponent of natural law and reason, believed in a universal moral order guiding society. This quote emphasizes the supremacy of right reason as the foundation of justice and moral order. It highlights the relevance of rational thought and moral integrity in today's legal and societal structures, urging us to base our judgments and actions on sound reasoning. Not to know what has been transacted in former times is to be always a child. If no use is made of the labors of past ages, the world must remain always in the infancy of knowledge. Cicero highlighted the importance of historical awareness and learning from the past. This quote underscores the significance of historical knowledge in advancing human understanding and wisdom. It remains relevant today, reminding us that the wisdom of the past is a valuable tool in navigating the complexities of the modern world. The authority of those who teach is often an obstacle to those who want to learn. Cicero, known for his emphasis on liberal education and critical thinking, questioned the conventional teacher-student dynamic. This quote challenges the notion that education should be a one-way transfer of knowledge, suggesting that true learning involves questioning and dialogue. It remains relevant in modern education, advocating for a more interactive and collaborative approach to learning that empowers students to think critically. Dum Spiro. This phrase, embodying a timeless message of hope and resilience, reflects Cicero's belief in the enduring human spirit. It conveys the idea that as long as we live, we have the opportunity to hope, persevere, and effect change. This sentiment resonates today, inspiring us to remain optimistic and proactive, regardless of life's challenges. For books are more than books, they are the life, the very heart and core of ages past, the reason why men worked and died, the essence and quintessence of their lives. Cicero, an ardent lover of literature, saw books as the embodiment of human endeavor and wisdom throughout history. This quote highlights the profound impact of books as repositories of human experience, thought, and legacy. It underscores their enduring significance in shaping our understanding of the world and ourselves, making them invaluable treasures of civilization. The life given us by nature is short, but the memory of a well-spent life is eternal. Cicero recognized the fleeting nature of human life and the lasting impact of our actions and legacy. This quote reflects on the transient nature of life and the enduring value of living a life of purpose and virtue. It remains relevant in reminding us that while our time is limited, the legacy we leave behind can have an everlasting influence. While there's life, there's hope. Cicero often spoke about the indomitable nature of the human spirit and the constant possibility for renewal and change. This quote conveys the message that as long as we are alive, opportunities for hope and improvement remain. It resonates today as a reminder to maintain optimism and not to give up, no matter the circumstances. The life of the dead is set in the memory of the living. Cicero believed in the enduring impact of individuals' lives through the memories and legacies they leave behind. This quote emphasizes the power of memory in keeping the essence of those who have passed alive in our hearts and minds. It underscores the significance of honoring and remembering the deceased, thus ensuring their lasting presence and influence. Politicians are not born, they are excreted. Cicero, known for his critical view of politics and governance, often expressed skepticism about the motives and actions of politicians. This quote reflects his belief that politicians often emerge not out of a genuine desire to serve, but through less noble means. It resonates today as a cautionary tale about the potential pitfalls in politics and the importance of integrity and public service. The face is a picture of the mind with the eyes as its interpreter. Cicero often explored the relationship between the external and the internal, particularly how emotions and thoughts manifest physically. This quote suggests that our facial expressions, especially our eyes, reveal much about our inner state and emotions. It remains relevant in the context of modern psychology and nonverbal communication, underscoring the importance of understanding and interpreting facial cues. The shifts of fortune test the reliability of friends. Cicero often reflected on the nature of friendship and loyalty, particularly during times of change and adversity. This quote highlights how true friendship is tested and revealed during challenging times, when fortunes fluctuate. It remains relevant today, reminding us that adversity often uncovers the true strength and depth of our relationships. To study philosophy is nothing but to prepare oneself to die. Cicero, a philosopher himself, believed that the study of philosophy equipped individuals with the wisdom to understand life and accept death. This quote suggests that philosophy helps us confront and make peace with the inevitability of death, enriching our understanding of life. It remains relevant by encouraging a deeper contemplation of life and death, fostering a more profound appreciation of our existence. The life of the dead is placed on the memories of the living. The love you gave in life keeps people alive beyond their time. Anyone who was given love will always live on in another's heart. Cicero believed in the lasting impact of love and memory in preserving the essence of those who have passed. This quote underscores the enduring power of love and memories in keeping the spirit of the deceased alive. It resonates today as a reminder of the importance of love and remembrance in keeping the legacy of our loved ones alive. I criticize by creation, not by finding fault. Cicero, known for his constructive approach to criticism, emphasized the importance of contributing positively rather than merely pointing out flaws. This quote encourages the idea of constructive criticism, where the focus is on creating solutions and improvements rather than just identifying problems. It remains relevant by inspiring us to adopt a proactive and creative approach in addressing challenges and fostering growth. It is not by muscle, speed, or physical dexterity that great things are achieved, but by reflection, force of character, and judgment. Cicero often spoke of the virtues of the mind and character over physical attributes in achieving greatness. This quote highlights the importance of mental and moral qualities such as introspection, strength of character, and wise decision-making in accomplishing significant achievements. It remains relevant today, emphasizing that true success and achievement are rooted in intellectual and ethical strengths. What is morally wrong can never be advantageous, even when it enables you to make some gain that you believe to be to your advantage. The mere act of believing that some wrongful course of action constitutes an advantage is pernicious. Cicero, a staunch advocate of ethical conduct, believed that moral integrity should never be compromised for personal gain. This quote underscores the principle that ethical considerations should always outweigh short-term advantages and that moral transgressions are ultimately harmful. It remains relevant by reminding us of the importance of maintaining ethical standards in all aspects of life, especially in the pursuit of success. We must not say every mistake is a foolish one. Cicero understood that human imperfection is a natural part of growth and learning. This quote emphasizes the value of making mistakes as learning opportunities and not necessarily as acts of foolishness. It remains relevant today by encouraging a mindset that sees errors as part of the journey towards wisdom and self-improvement. Life is nothing without friendship. Cicero deeply valued friendship and considered it an essential part of a fulfilling life. This quote highlights the fundamental role of friendship in adding meaning and joy to our lives. It remains relevant today, reminding us of the importance of cultivating deep and meaningful relationships for our overall well-being. It is foolish to tear one's hair in grief, as though sorrow would be made less by baldness. Cicero often commented on the human response to grief and sorrow, advocating for a balanced perspective. This quote suggests the ineffectiveness of excessive expressions of sorrow and the need for reasoned emotional responses. It remains relevant by encouraging us to seek healthy ways of coping with grief and to find balance in our emotional expressions. It is a great thing to know your vices. Cicero often stressed the importance of self-awareness and understanding one's own weaknesses and faults. This quote underscores the value of self-reflection and recognizing our vices as a crucial step towards personal growth and improvement. It remains relevant today, reminding us that true self-improvement starts with acknowledging and addressing our own flaws. Appreciation for joining our journey.